Hey guys, this is my presentation on who I am as a teacher, specifically a math teacher. So my experience so far with teaching has been at Butler Middle School in Waukesha, Wisconsin. You can see a nice picture down there of what it looks like, mascot the Bulldogs. So I've been teaching since the 1st of September 2017, and it's been a pretty good experience so far. I've learned a lot. We've had a really good cooperative teacher, and that's definitely part of shaping who I think I am as a teacher at this point in time. So the first aspect, I think that both me and my partner Amanda have really picked up in this particular classroom is being equitable with students. So we got lucky enough to have a really good experience with 4 students with hearing needs or special hearing needs, 3 other kids with IEPs. So going into just planning any kind of lesson, like, you have to look at task adjustment is the first thing. So you have to cooperate with the special needs teacher as well. So depending on the skill level of the student, what their IEP's goals are, that kind of thing, you might have to adjust the kind of problems you're giving them. Also planning and arrangement. A lot of the students have to sit really close to the board to just hear the teacher, as well as one of them needs to see better. They have a sign language presenter up in the board as well, so that's something we also have to deal with. And I feel that this has shaped our teaching in that we see the particular needs that students have, not just students with special needs, but all students. So we have to cater to a bunch of different learning styles, and I mean, any good math teacher does that in general. But that goes into my next point, is that nervousness. Going up to the board as a teacher, just trying to make sure your students are getting all of the information that they need to learn as per Common Core standards and just what they need to know in life. So if you're going up there, like, you have to ask probing questions. You have to make sure they're understanding the material and not just seeing, like, this is the method to solve the problem, like, this is what the teacher told me to do. So we've been pretty good with that so far. We have a lot of students just for division in general, using either the associative property to split things up, or like this crazy box method that we just learned how to do. Going off of that, just pauses both as a teacher, because you're trying to think on the spot of how to best teach to a question you're asked, and pauses just so the students can either copy the notes or just take a moment to understand what you're saying to them. And then my next point with, I guess you could say I'm trying to be funny in the classroom a little bit. Hopefully it's working out. I think it helps relate to the students. So a particular story, we have a student named, I'll just call her B. I in particular was like messing around with her, be like, oh, are you ready? Ready for this fraction division? And just like really like getting her pumped, and the student next to her is usually not that engaged, and he was sort of getting into it like also. And I noticed throughout the rest of the lesson they were a lot more attentive than they usually are. So that shows like it does work, humor, a little bit, just be a weirdo. And math can be fun, just showing them like, as a math teacher, you're not like the crazy 1950s boring guy, having them sit in rows, do problems all day. Just give them something to like look forward to coming into the classroom. And then my last point is being schedule oriented. So this is something that makes sense as a teacher you'd eventually run into. We have a very short period of time to teach students all the things that we need to do. And in our particular classroom, we have 54 minutes Tuesday through Friday. We have 50 minutes on Monday because they have something called, like, I don't know, it's like a thing to get them prepared for schedules or whatever they need to do. This has led to me in particular, like, sometimes you had to rush students, and that's not something you want to do. So I've had to pay very close attention to what I'm teaching, like look at the clock, make sure they're like doing what they're doing, getting through the tasks at like a good pace, but you don't want to rush them through it. They need to know the content. And the last point is routine. We have uploading notes, we have to get them into the warm-up, and we have to get them But getting through those examples is really important so that they can have some time at the end of the class to understand what exactly they're doing. And then obviously you have the final notes summarizing what you guys learned, giving them the homework, whatever that may be. So overall, those are 4 of the things that I think define me as a teacher at this point in time. So thank you guys for watching.